Chosen one, tonight the midnight court has convened, and heaven has just made the final decision about your case. Every struggle you endured, every tear you shed in silence, every prayer whispered in the darkness, Allah has seen it all. What others doubted, mocked, or failed to understand, heaven has already witnessed. The verdict has been passed, and your destiny is being set into motion. In the next few minutes, you will uncover 7 powerful lessons, divine truths meant only for the chosen ones, that will awaken your purpose, strengthen your faith, and reveal the path Allah has prepared for you. Listen closely, because your life is about to shift forever. Chosen one, every tear you have shed in silence, every sigh you have released into the darkness, every moment when your heart ached and your soul felt abandoned, know that nothing has escaped the gaze of Allah, the most merciful, the all-knowing. The midnight court has witnessed every instance of your patience, every silent struggle that no one else could perceive, every time you fought through despair while the world turned its back. Your struggles were never meaningless. They were the quiet preparation for the elevation that only the chosen ones receive. When others doubted your path, mocked your faith, or dismissed your efforts, it was only because they could not see the divine design being woven around you. Every hardship, every delay, every rejection, and every test was a thread in the tapestry of your destiny, each one carefully placed by the one who holds the universe in his hands. The midnight court confirms that what felt like suffering was, in reality, the shaping of your character, the strengthening of your spirit, and the validation of your devotion. Heaven has recorded your endurance, and the verdict is clear. Your patience is your testimony, your perseverance is your shield, and your struggle, though unseen by the world, has always been seen by Allah, and it will be honored in ways your heart cannot yet imagine. Remember, chosen one, the very moments that felt like breaking points were actually the turning points that have set you on a path toward your divine destiny, and this is only the beginning of the glory that awaits you. Chosen one, every tear you have shed in silence, every sigh you have released into the darkness, every moment when your heart ached and your soul felt abandoned, know that nothing has escaped the gaze of Allah, the most merciful, the all-knowing. The midnight court has witnessed every instance of your patience, every silent struggle that no one else could perceive, every time you fought through despair while the world turned its back. Your struggles were never meaningless. They were the quiet preparation for the elevation that only the chosen ones receive. When others doubted your path, mocked your faith, or dismissed your efforts, it was only because they could not see the divine design being woven around you. Every hardship, every delay, every rejection, and every test was a thread in the tapestry of your destiny, each one carefully placed by the one who holds the universe in his hands. The midnight court confirms that what felt like suffering was, in reality, the shaping of your character, the strengthening of your spirit, and the validation of your devotion. Heaven has recorded your endurance, and the verdict is clear. Your patience is your testimony, your perseverance is your shield, and your struggle, though unseen by the world, has always been seen by Allah, and it will be honored in ways your heart cannot yet imagine. Remember, chosen one, the very moments that felt like breaking points were actually the turning points that have set you on a path toward your divine destiny, and this is only the beginning of the glory that awaits you. Chosen one, your faith has always been the invisible armor no one could see, the quiet power that carried you through storms when the world doubted you, and the silent force that ensured your steps never faltered even when the path seemed impossible. The midnight court has observed the depth of your reliance on Allah, the sincerity of your prayers, and the unwavering trust you placed in Him, long before anyone else recognized your devotion. While others focused on appearances, worldly achievements, or the fleeting judgments of society, your heart remained anchored to the one who alone sees what is hidden, knows what is sincere, and rewards what is righteous. Your faith, often questioned, mocked, or misunderstood by people who could not perceive the unseen, has been your ultimate testimony, the proof that heaven always recognizes, even when the world denies. Every act of devotion performed in secrecy, every tear shed in solitude, every night spent in prayer while others slept, these were not wasted moments. They were the evidence that your life was guided by a force far greater than human understanding. The Midnight Court now affirms that your faith has been your shield, your guidance, and your validation, proving to Allah, to the unseen world, and ultimately to yourself that the chosen ones walk with a conviction that cannot be measured by worldly eyes, and that this unseen loyalty, this unwavering trust, is what will illuminate your path, unlock divine favor, and set into motion the destiny that has been written for you since before the heavens and the earth existed. Chosen one, hear this and let it echo within the deepest chambers of your heart. Your patience is not a mere momentary endurance or a temporary shield against hardship. It is the eternal legacy that Allah Himself has inscribed upon your soul, the invisible crown that will distinguish you among the servants of the Most High, and the unseen foundation upon which your destiny is being carefully and divinely constructed. Every delay that caused your heart to ache, every test that seemed too heavy to bear, every night you spent in silent struggle or prayer while the world rested, and every trial that forced you to stand alone was not wasted. It was the shaping of a spirit that heaven deems worthy of unimaginable favor, blessings, and elevation. The Midnight Court has witnessed the countless moments you resisted despair, refused to compromise your integrity, and chose faith over frustration, even when others mocked your path, questioned your intentions, or could not see the work Allah was doing within you. Patience, chosen one, is far greater than waiting. It is the conscious surrender of your will to Allah's perfect timing, the quiet strengthening of your heart in the furnace of trials, and the unshakable trust that every difficulty carries within it, a wisdom that only the most merciful can reveal. The world may misinterpret your delays as failure, your struggles as weakness, and your silence as insignificance, but heaven sees the truth. Every second of patience you endured is a seed planted in the gardens of eternal reward, a step in the journey of your divine elevation, and a proof that the chosen ones are not measured by the speed of their progress, but by the depth of their steadfastness, the sincerity of their devotion, and the courage with which they endure what others cannot bear. Your patience has preserved your light when darkness surrounded you, shielded your heart when trials seemed endless, and purified your intentions when the world tempted you with shortcuts or despair. It has built within you a resilience that cannot be broken, a trust that cannot be shaken, and a heart that cannot be corrupted. The Midnight Court affirms that this patience is not passive. It is the very proof of your loyalty to Allah, the invisible strength that guarantees your breakthrough, and the divine force that will ensure your rise surpasses the understanding of those who once opposed or underestimated you. Chosen one, every trial you met with composure, every delay you faced with faith, every hardship you bore with dignity, and every moment you endured quietly is now woven into a legacy that heaven has approved, a legacy that will speak long after your worldly achievements fade, a legacy that will testify to the strength of your heart, the purity of your intentions, and the greatness that Allah has destined for you. Let this sink deeply into your soul. Your patience is more than endurance, it is your crown, your testimony, your shield, and the secret power that propels you toward a destiny so glorious that the world cannot yet perceive it. The delays, the tests, and the quiet nights of struggle were never obstacles. They were preparation, refinement, and elevation, shaping a chosen one whose life will soon manifest the full weight of divine approval, honor, and unstoppable destiny. And the Midnight Court confirms that your patience is the legacy that will define you for eternity. Chosen one, tonight, understand this profound truth. The most powerful force you possess is not your wealth, your status, your connections, or your worldly achievements. It is the sincerity of your heart, the purity of your intentions, and the devotion you place entirely in the sight of Allah alone. The Midnight Court has observed every hidden act of worship, every secret prayer offered in the quiet hours of the night, every charitable deed performed when no eyes could witness, and every moment of patience and endurance done solely for the pleasure of the Most Merciful. These acts, unseen by the world, are the keys that open doors in realms far beyond human perception, doors that lead to blessings, opportunities, and elevations that no worldly force can obstruct. While others chase recognition, validation, and the applause of people who judge only by appearance, you, the chosen one, have been quietly building a foundation of unseen power, a spiritual currency that heaven values infinitely more than the fleeting praise of mankind. The Midnight Court has confirmed that every act of ikhlas, every action performed purely for Allah, carries a weight that no worldly opposition, no envy, no obstruction can diminish. Your sincerity is a silent magnet, drawing divine favor toward you even when the world tries to block your path, even when delays test your faith, and even when opposition seems insurmountable. What others fail to see is that the universe itself moves in alignment with the heart that is sincere, that the unseen worlds are stirred by intentions rooted in purity, and that Allah Himself opens doors and directs destinies for those whose hearts are uncluttered by hypocrisy, pride, or the need for human validation. Chosen one, understand that this is why your path may have seemed slow, why some opportunities appeared just out of reach, and why others questioned your journey. Heaven was ensuring that only those doors meant for you would open, and only those blessings aligned with your sincerity would manifest. Every act of hidden devotion, every silent obedience, and every moment of humble submission has built a fortress around your destiny, a fortress that cannot be breached by doubt, slander, or misfortune. The Midnight Court has decreed that your hidden loyalty to Allah is more potent than armies, more enduring than wealth, and more unstoppable than worldly schemes. The blessings you are about to receive, the doors that are about to open, the opportunities that will suddenly manifest in your life, are all the direct result of your sincerity, the unseen seeds planted by devotion that now bloom in ways even your mind cannot yet comprehend. Chosen one, your sincerity protects you from traps, elevates you above deception, aligns your path with divine wisdom, and activates a destiny that is entirely in Allah's hands. Remember this: the world cannot understand the power of a heart surrendered fully to Allah, and those who try to measure success by what they see cannot perceive the magnitude of what is unfolding in the unseen. The Midnight Court confirms that every moment of hidden worship, every silent act of kindness, every prayer repeated in solitude, every sacrifice made without recognition, and every act of patience performed with devotion is a key that unlocks doors the world cannot see, doors that lead directly to your elevation, your purpose, and your divine legacy. Your sincerity, chosen one, is the invisible engine behind every miracle, the hidden force that guarantees your breakthrough, and the divine certificate that proves heaven has approved you. Do not seek human validation or worldly applause, for your true power lies in your ikhlas, in your devotion, in your heart that beats solely for Allah. This hidden sincerity has always been your weapon, your treasure, and your bridge to unstoppable destiny. And the Midnight Court confirms that now the doors it has been quietly unlocking for you, are ready to open, unleashing blessings, guidance, and divine favor in ways the world cannot even imagine. Every moment of sincere worship, every act done in purity, every effort made with Allah in mind alone has been recognized, weighed, and approved. And as a result, the Chosen One is now entering a phase where the unseen worlds themselves will align in your favor, obstacles will fall away, and blessings will multiply in accordance with the sincerity that has defined your heart, your character, and your destiny. Chosen One, tonight the Midnight Court has revealed a truth so profound that it alone can redefine your journey. Your most powerful weapon, the force that can move mountains, shatter impossibilities, and protect you from every plot of the unseen and the seen, is your direct connection with Allah, the one who created you, who knows your heart, and who guides every step you take. Every prayer whispered in the solitude of night, every heartfelt plea for guidance, every act of surrender performed in sincerity, every moment of reliance and trust in Him, and every tear shed in humility has been recorded in the records of the divine and weighs far heavier than any worldly advantage, position, or skill. Your connection to Allah is not just a lifeline in moments of trial, it is the sword that pierces deception, the shield that guards your heart from doubt, and the beacon that illuminates paths invisible to human eyes. The Midnight Court confirms that those who rely solely on what they see, who measure power through wealth, influence, or worldly authority, will never comprehend the magnitude of what a Chosen One carries through their unwavering bond with the divine. Your enemies, your obstacles, and even the darkest forces plotting against you may surround you in appearance, yet they cannot touch the heart fortified by Allah's presence, cannot penetrate the mind illuminated by His guidance, and cannot deter the soul aligned with His wisdom. This connection you nurture through prayer, remembrance, supplication, and surrender has activated doors in the unseen realms, opened pathways that no human hand could open, and prepared your destiny in ways so profound that even your imagination cannot contain them. Every moment you spend turning to Allah, seeking His counsel, and depending entirely on Him strengthens an invisible army surrounding you, shields that cannot be broken, and a power so immense that it ensures nothing aligned against you can prevail. Chosen One, understand that this is why your journey may have seemed delayed, why obstacles appeared insurmountable, why opposition seemed relentless, because Allah has been training you to wield the ultimate weapon, a heart, mind, and soul fully connected to Him, unwavering in faith, and fully surrendered to His will. The Midnight Court confirms that no human strategy, no worldly preparation, and no effort apart from this connection can match the power it carries. Your prayers are not just words, they are commands issued from your heart to the unseen, signals that mobilize the forces of divine wisdom, protection, and provision. Your trust is not passive, it is an active shield, a force field against doubt, fear, and misguidance. Your devotion is not hidden, it is a catalyst, a signal, and a key that unlocks doors in the unseen, ensures your sustenance is secure, aligns your steps with the highest plans, and transforms trials into triumphs. Chosen One, the Midnight Court has passed this decree. Your connection with Allah is the ultimate weapon, the undefeatable power that ensures your rise, the invisible force that transforms impossibilities into realities, and the divine guarantee that your destiny, though tested and delayed, will now unfold in unstoppable momentum. As long as you hold firm to this connection, no scheme, no darkness, no slander, no misfortune, no obstacle, and no force visible or hidden can alter the path Allah has ordained for you. Every test, every trial, Every moment of delay and every opposition you faced was only refining this weapon, sharpening its precision, and preparing it to unleash blessings, protection, and victories beyond human comprehension. The Midnight Court confirms that the chosen one who wields this weapon with faith, sincerity, and reliance is untouchable by worldly schemes, unstoppable by adversaries, and destined to rise with a force that will astonish all who doubted, mockers who laughed, and enemies who plotted, because the unseen power of Allah that flows through your connection cannot fail, cannot waver, and cannot be defeated. Chosen one. Let this sink deeply. No wealth can buy it. No army can create it. No strategy can replicate it. Your connection with Allah is the ultimate weapon, the eternal fortress, the unbreakable shield, and the unstoppable force that heaven itself has decreed will lead you to your divine destiny, victories, and elevation that the world cannot comprehend and that your enemies cannot touch. And tonight, the Midnight Court confirms that this connection has now positioned you to step fully into the purpose, glory, and unstoppable rise that Allah has prepared exclusively for the chosen ones. Chosen one. Tonight, the Midnight Court has delivered the final verdict, and it is a declaration that will echo through the unseen realms and manifest on the earth. Your destiny is now unstoppable. Every trial you endured, every delay that tested your faith, every moment of doubt you overcame, and every tear shed in secret has led to this moment, a moment when heaven has activated the path Allah Himself has prepared exclusively for you. The opposition you faced, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, and the nights of solitude and struggle were never signs of failure. They were preparation, purification, and positioning, carefully orchestrated by the Most Merciful to ensure that when your breakthrough comes, it comes in a manner so powerful, so undeniable, and so divinely orchestrated that the world cannot ignore it. Chosen one. Understand that your rise will not depend on the approval of others, the timing of worldly events, or the schemes of those who opposed you. It depends entirely on the decree of Allah, the one who sees the hidden, weighs intentions, and directs the universe according to wisdom, far beyond human understanding. Every moment of patience you displayed, every prayer repeated in sincerity, every act of devotion performed in the unseen, every instance of unwavering faith under pressure, and every obstacle you faced with courage has been recorded in the eternal ledger of heaven and weighs in your favor. The Midnight Court confirms that your purpose, long hidden and protected by the delays and trials, is now fully activated, and nothing can divert it from fulfillment. Your enemies, those who mocked your faith, envied your potential, or attempted to hinder your progress, are now merely witnesses to the unstoppable force that Allah has placed within you. What they intended for harm has been transformed into a pathway for blessing, elevation, and recognition beyond their comprehension. Chosen one. Every step you take from this moment forward is aligned with divine wisdom, and every decision, opportunity, and breakthrough is a reflection of the decree passed in the Midnight Court. Your destiny is unstoppable because it is divinely protected, divinely guided, and divinely empowered. No human power, no darkness, no plot, and no worldly scheme can hinder it. The blessings that were once delayed will now manifest with intensity. The doors that seemed closed will now open without obstruction, and the outcomes of your struggles will now unfold in ways that will astonish both you and those who underestimated you. Heaven confirms that this unstoppable destiny is not just about worldly success or recognition. It is about fulfilling the purpose Allah created you for, impacting lives with your faith, character, and actions, and leaving a legacy that reflects His will, mercy, and power. Chosen one. Understand that this unstoppable rise is the culmination of every lesson you have been taught, every trial you have endured, and every moment you have held fast to Allah with sincerity and devotion. It is the manifestation of patience rewarded, faith honored, sincerity activated, and connection with Allah fully realized. From this moment forward, the universe itself aligns to support you. Invisible forces cooperate in your favor, and every step you take moves you closer to the fulfillment of a purpose that has been written for you since before the heavens and the earth existed. Your destiny is unstoppable because Allah Himself has decreed it, protected it, and elevated you to the point where nothing can obstruct it, nothing can diminish it, and nothing can delay it any longer. The midnight court has spoken, chosen one, and the verdict is clear. Your rise is inevitable, your purpose is unshakable, and your legacy is eternal. The world will now witness what heaven has already confirmed. Your enemies will see what they could not comprehend, and your life will unfold in a divine momentum that cannot be stopped, cannot be questioned, and cannot be denied. Every tear, every trial, every moment of perseverance, every prayer, and every act of devotion has culminated in this unstoppable reality. Chosen one, embrace this truth with every fiber of your being. Your destiny is no longer in question. Your path is now unblocked. Your purpose is fully activated, and the world will soon see the glory, favor, and elevation that Allah has prepared exclusively for the chosen ones. This is the fulfillment of the midnight court's decree, the awakening of divine timing, and the confirmation that everything you endured, every obstacle you overcame, and every moment you trusted Allah has led to this moment where your destiny can no longer be hindered, and your rise is unstoppable, undeniable, and eternal. Chosen one, tonight, the midnight court has spoken, and the verdict has been passed. Every struggle you endured, every delay you faced, every tear you shed in secret, every act of devotion performed in silence, and every moment of patience you held has been seen, weighed, and honored by the most merciful. Heaven has confirmed that your faith, your sincerity, your patience, and your connection with Allah have prepared you for a destiny that cannot be stopped, a purpose that cannot be denied, and a rise that will astonish those who doubted, those who opposed, and even those who could not see the work Allah was doing within you. Remember this truth. The trials were never against you, they were for you. The delays were never a punishment, they were preparation. And the opposition you faced was never a barrier. It was a mirror reflecting the greatness that awaits you. From this moment forward, step boldly, walk confidently, and move with unwavering trust in Allah, because the chosen one's path is now unstoppable. Your destiny is alive, your purpose is activated, and your rise is inevitable. The midnight court has spoken, and the world will soon witness what heaven has already confirmed. So embrace your light, trust the process, hold fast to Allah, and know that everything you endured has led you here, to the threshold of your divine breakthrough. Your time has come, chosen one, and nothing can stop what Allah has decreed for you.